Ralph Lauren is an American company founded by its designer and namesake Ralph Lauren in 1967. He started off his business selling men's ties, and it soon expanded into lots of different quality menswear, and he started his own line of sportswear called Polo in 1968. And this is the brand that is the epitome of Ralph Lauren for a lot of people, and that is the image of the polo player on the horse. And this logo is incorporated in most of the clothing that they sell. There are multiple brands under the Ralph Lauren name. Ralph Lauren itself tends to provide clothes in a more formal attire, while Polo Ralph Lauren is for sportswear and casual clothing, while Lauren Ralph Lauren is the women's brand. So I've looked at all of the different types, and it's quite difficult on eBay to separate out Polo Ralph Lauren from Lauren Ralph Lauren. So what I've done is I've just concentrated on Polo as a brand and looked at that and the pricing for that. So let's have a look at the pricing. So we'll start off with the menswear. New shirts from Ralph Lauren charge around about £100 to £300 on their website. This is from the summer season. Used, a shirt can go for about £15 to £20. A polo shirt, their mainstay, £109 for one of those on their website, £15 to £20 again for a used version of that. Chinos and jeans, £130 to £230 online, £25 to £30 you can expect for one of those. Jumpers, £160 to £180 new, £25 to £30 again. T-shirts, £75 to £100. These have dropped in price. These are £5 to £10 used. Looking at the women's wear, dresses from £200 to £500, so quite pricey, but you can only expect to get £15 to £30 for a Ralph Lauren dress. Tops, £120 to £350, again down to £15. Trousers, £159, £20 to £25 for those. Skirts, £100 to £1,000, average price around about the £35 range. Kids' clothes in Ralph Lauren, £50 to £100 to buy on their website, but you can only expect to get about £10 for that. Look out for leather and suede jackets by Ralph Lauren. They can go for over £350 plus. Also vintage skirts, £100 plus, and coats for children, £50 plus for one of those. Also in the Ralph Lauren label, if you look out for Navajo style knits, and jackets, they're also very expensive at £300 plus, and evening dresses for women, £250 plus for a really nice Ralph Lauren evening dress. Now let's have a look at the average selling prices, sell-through rates, etc. for Ralph Lauren. Now, be aware that Ralph Lauren is a very popular designer brand, and as a result, the amount of Ralph Lauren on eBay is considerable, and the prices for these items vary considerable across a range. But let's have a look at all sales for clothes in Polo Ralph Lauren. So average selling price for everything, that's men's, women's and children's, £21.74. It has a sell-through rate of £13.24, and the last 30 days 28,000 Ralph Lauren items were sold on eBay. That's a huge amount. So looking at the profits for 100, so if you were to buy 100 Ralph Lauren items for £3, and you were to sell them at the average selling price with a sell-through rate of about 14 a month, you would get profits of £262.36. Now looking at the buy it now used, This has dropped slightly. You've got £19.63 average selling price, sell-through rate of 12.27, profits of 216.19. So let's have a look to see how Polo stands up to the other brands that we've looked at. And there it sits, somewhere between Fat Face and Paul Smith. So it's a decent return on your 100 purchases. So I would say Polo Ralph Lauren is still a good thing to buy. It is still very popular, but you are competing against a lot of people. Be aware that the standard Ralph Lauren Polo will probably go for less than £10. So unless you can buy that for £1 or 50p, I probably would leave that one alone. Go for more interesting things like interesting shirts. Rugby shirts are good, jackets, jumpers, that sort of thing. They're going to afford you a little bit more money than just your standard polo. So there we go. There's Ralph Lauren. I hope that was interesting information for you. Let's just have a look at the labels. Ralph Lauren is widely counterfeited, so it is very important that when you look at your Ralph Lauren items before you buy, that you examine them very carefully. Now, it can be difficult to spot counterfeit things, but what you're looking for is good quality material, good quality stitching. Ralph Lauren clothes are good luxury brand, and their clothes don't have raw edges or messy overlocked seams. Their clothes are very well made. The material is of good quality. If it feels very thin, then it's probably not Ralph Lauren. Also look at the wash labels. They are generally embroidered labels with the name Ralph Lauren on them. If it's just a standard printed wash label, probably leave that one alone. Also look at the polo player. Is it well defined? I saw one the other day where the horse's legs were all at funny angles. It should look very distinctly like a polo player on a horse. If it looks like a knight or a big blob of something, it's not clear and defined, and if the polo stick is actually wibbly wobbly, just leave it alone. It's probably not right. So if you've got any doubts whatsoever about a Ralph Lauren piece, just don't buy it. Like I say, it's very easily faked. It is widely faked. So if you see it at a market stall or what have you for £4 a polo shirt, just leave them alone. They're not likely to be authentic. So that was Ralph Lauren. So my next video is going to be about Mountain Warehouse. If you have any requests for any brands, please let me know in the comments.